another melancholy night. As the rain pours down, it distorts the lights. Your jeans are wet up to your knees as you're sheltered in the open doorways. And people rushing for the inside lane to avoid the oncoming tidal wave. An umbrella shield well prepared. For the rest of us, it's just another lesson spared. Where you go, you are safe for now. An open fire in every snug, a beacon for your melancholy soul. Congregation of like minds. In a town like this, it's never too hard to find. Where you go, you are safe for now. You are safe for now. And tourists laugh at predictions made of the pubs, the snobs, this wind and rain. It's this melancholy atmosphere that so many people find endearing. Where you go, you are safe for now. You are safe for now. Oh, where you go, you are safe. Where you go, you are safe. Where you go, you are safe for now.
Danke.
Danke.
Ihr seid sicher mit uns, auf jeden Fall, fürs Erste erstmal zumindest. Hier ist Music for Your Tipi mit der zweiten Show im September 2018 und wir haben Herbst, falls ihr es gemerkt habt, und wir haben die passende Musik dazu für euch. Wir haben nämlich 2 Leute hier, die wir schon länger haben wollten und wir haben es einfach mal probiert, sie zu fragen, ob sie kommen möchten, und für 5 Minuten haben sie zugesagt und sind ganz stolz. Wir haben hier Rufus Coates und Jess Smith, sind Rufus Coates and Jess Smith. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Wir machen die Show in Englisch, wie häufiger. Und wir hoffen, das ist okay für euch, denn die beiden kommen aus Irland, aus Meath. Yeah? Is it right? Yeah. Right. Close. Yeah. And you're living in Germany for living in Berlin for 2 years now.
For 2 years, yeah, just nearly 2 years.
Yeah, right.
Now, yeah.
And we've just heard "Say For Now."
Yes.
And that was from off the first record.
Yes, off the first record, self-titled "Rufus Coates and the Blackened Trees."
Coincidentally, it's here on our
That's
cover.
the
What
one.
a coincidence.
Rufus Coates, but it says Rufus Coates and the Blackened Trees.
Yes.
What's that about?
Yes, it was recorded in Ireland before we moved to Berlin.
Okay.
And we had a 6-piece band, which was like a drummer, a piano player, a violin player, and a bass player. And that album is recorded as that full band. So Rufus Coates and the Blackened Trees kind of worked. But since moving to Berlin, it was just myself and Jess who moved over.
Yeah.
So Jess is great and all, but the Blackened Trees, there's just not enough.
She would be the
I'm
Blackened
only
Trees.
5'3". I can't handle that title myself. So,
Yeah, right.
as I said, I'm more of a shrub, not a tree. So,
Okay. And as the second song, we will have a new number, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell us a bit about that song?
Yes, it's called Life Goes On, and I wrote it sitting in a very famous coffee shop in Dublin, actually, in Ireland. It's called Bewley's Cafe, and it's a very historic building. It's always been a tea shop or a coffee shop, but throughout history, lots of very famous Irish writers went there and spent a lot of time there writing. And they have like a stained glass window that's designed by a very famous artist called Harry Clarke.
Yeah.
And it's a very amazing place. But this song I wrote just sitting there, watching the world go by and things changing.
Being inspired by the aura it has, yeah?
Yes, absolutely. You can't, like, in the old building anyway, you couldn't help but feel that vibe when you walked in. You know,
Yeah.
like people like W.B. Yeats wrote there, Flann O'Brien wrote there. You know, it's like it's steeped in Irish literature. You know. So
All right. Life Goes On.
Life goes on.
Rufus Coates and Jess Smith.
Sit in strange places, share the same point of view. We'd watch as the world goes by, oblivious to our prying eyes. Quickly life's complexity overwhelms me. People lost and engrossed in the very old day-to-day. Angry drivers, weary walkers, overcautious street crossers. Some look happy, others hurry. The poor few out there already buried as life goes on. All around you life, well, life goes on. All around you life. These faded shop fronts need painting. The rain starts to fall. Walkers gather together. Oh, they could do with some cover. People run from the weather. They seek out any place that offers some shelter, including the one guarding my point of view, which changes as life goes on. All around you life goes on and life goes on. All around you life, well, life goes on. All around you life goes on and life
All smiles here. We were talking about a place of inspiration where you're writing your songs, but that means you're the main songwriter in your duo, yeah?
I write all the lyrics and guitar pieces and stuff. But what Jess does is, she'll take a song that if I was to sit in my bedroom or our bedroom and play, the majority of people who would have heard it the first time will go, oh, it's a nice song, but it's kind of dull, or I have habits of doing the same things. And Jess just brings this whole brand new kind of level to it. And it's also a case that with Jess's voice, it absolutely takes away from the need for a lead instrument. So I get away with playing very, very sparse guitar, and between our two voices, we can fill up that space. And it's great. The kind of co-writing, if that's what we call it, between us it's very organic, and we're very lucky to do it. You know.
Would you agree, Jess?
Yeah, I'm great. I know I'm only joking, but like Rufus, like his lyrics and everything, I think he's a very generous person, you know, because he puts, like, listening to different songs and different musicians and stuff, it's just, you just can feel his realness in a way, or he's a very genuine person. And well, I know him personally as well, but just I know he gives a whole lot into his lyrics and into his music. So for me, that's my inspiration as well. You know, I know the emotions that are attached to those songs, and I like to bring as much as I can to the table because he's doing so much as it is. So it's good teamwork, I think.
Good teamwork.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like you're fans of each other.
Yeah, well, we want to be.
After
50
perfect matches, it's a good thing.
Yeah, and you've settled. As a duo now. You try to, or like I put that. You in the future you will stay a duo.
Yeah,
there's no backing band planned for
no, like I don't think so.
Upcoming tour now, and
like we have a few tours coming up, but like no, we will do them as a duo. And it's the thing, when we first moved over to Berlin, as a duo, it took us a few months and a lot of shows to get it sounding good and get it sounding right in our own heads, so that you're not missing the musical parts that were there before. And I think that we work very hard on doing that, and then with new songs it's all with the intention of it just being a duo. So I personally think that I prefer, put it that way, I prefer playing as a duo now than with a band. I think it's a sound that makes us more unique when it's not a band, because it is just the two of us.
And we have to work, and we have to work harder as well, which is good, because like for me anyway, like it's pushed me to try different things, especially with vocals and things like that. And yeah, it's good. Yeah, kick up the arse.
Kick up the bone,
get out the core of the song and the core of the two voices. And then the soul of the song. Yeah. And we will have another song by you called "We Seek Shelter," and this is on the new album as well. And you record this new album in Berlin, yeah?
Yes, this new album.
Sorry to finish.
It's almost finished. Yeah. We won't draw the line under it just yet, but it's pretty much there. We have the songs recorded, so it's. What
was the studio?
It's a studio in Berlin here called the Famous Gold Watch.
Okay.
Run by a great guy called Cameron Lang, and it's very artist friendly and very, very comfortable to record in. Great location.
So you could recommend that, yeah?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I heard that. Brilliant. Final question before we hear the song. Is there any? What would you say? Is there a difference recording in Ireland? You know, you've recorded this the first album with the whole band in Ireland, and now for the first time worked in a Berlin studio. What would you say? What's your experience?
Oh yeah, big time. Well, for me anyway, I was very nervous doing our first album, but we had a really nice producer as well, Carol Odlum, because I was so nervous the first time recording, and he had worked with like really good artists, so I was super intimidated might be a strong word, but that's how I felt. But he made me feel like I learned a lot from him just and stuff. But since coming from that first album into Cameron, I'm not shy to try things, you know, where I would have been shy before. So Cameron as well, he's you know, we had good fun trying out different things, and yeah.
But you were productive
Yeah,
at the same
yeah,
time.
yeah,
It
it
gave
was
you,
absolutely.
yeah.
gave you a good time. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also, like, because like we went into the studio initially with like a group of maybe 5 or 6 songs that I had anyway intentionally gone into to record as just the duo with an acoustic guitar and have it as like pretty much a live almost type of thing to be a representation of what we're doing now. But once we started playing, Cameron got very into the songs and started just suggesting little bits and pieces as producers do, and the songs started to grow. And then once those songs started to grow, it was like, okay, we should do an album with
And
this.
it still felt good.
Oh, it's still,
yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Great.
It's been a big bonus for us.
That will come out early 2019, yeah?
Yeah, we're planning February.
Okay.
It will be February.
It will be February.
Then let's hear it. We Seek Shelter.
Thank you.
Wait for me now, don't you wanna know how it all goes? Waves flowing over you, you stand, you're watching all. We seek shelter, no, it ain't no shelter from this storm. We only see in lights, darkness, it's never so far behind. Well, I believe, Lord, in all that you'd say. Well, I believe, Lord, in all that you'd say. Wait for me now, don't you wanna see how it all goes? Waves flowing over you, you stand, you're watching all. We seek shelter, no, it ain't no shelter from this storm. We only see in lights, darkness, it's never so far behind. Oh, well, I believe, Lord, in all that you'd say. Well, I believe, Lord, in all that you'd say. And it's all that you'd say.
Thank you.
When people are interested in booking you, then they contact you directly because there's no management or a company behind you. Yeah, and that is by principle. Is that How would you put it?
Kind of. Some of it is by principle. Booking wise, we'd love to have a booker to take away all the administrative stuff from us. But record company wise, not so much. It'd be more of a principle kind of a thing.
So the people will find you on Bandcamp, on iTunes, and wherever.
Spotify, Facebook, Instagram.
All those things
places.
that Rufus isn't a part of. He doesn't even own a smartphone, so it'd be me, lads, if you're looking for a gig.
Yeah.
Talking about gigs, there's some, a Europe-wide tour.
Yes.
Honestly,
Yeah, we go out through pretty much all the month of November, and we'll be away for like 3 weeks then.
And for our Berlin viewers, you will be at Artliners.
At Artliners
and at Chocolade, no?
And Chocolade. And Artliners is on the 30th of November.
Yeah.
And Chocolade is on the 5th of November.
Right.
Actually,
5th
of December, sorry.
5th of December.
But that's actually with a good friend of ours who's coming over from Norway, a guy called Mark Steiner.
Right.
Also a very good musician.
Yeah, don't miss it. Don't miss this wonderful duo live. The final song we have is Footpath of Shame. And this is on this record. Again, you will find that in record shops, yeah?
Not in Berlin, unfortunately.
Not
No,
Berlin?
if anyone is in Dublin, you might find one. But, not
Well,
here.
if Dublin is?
But you can get them. Like we can give our email address is theblackandtrees@gmail, and if anyone's interested,
Yeah, and through Bandcamp and stuff.
Yeah,
we have
through
all that.
Bandcamp, through Facebook,
All
that
right.
sort of things.
Okay, let's go for the Footpath of Shame.
Footpaths of Shame.
You say you're feeling low. There's only one response to expect: to run away and take what you can, to be numb. Hide yourself from all the world to see. You'd play a part, now everybody's pleased. You're so lonely now and nothing feels real, and it goes on like so. Darkness falls, everybody knows it's all downhill from here. Darkness forms, everybody knows it's all downhill from here. Winter passes, you don't notice the cold, wrapped in the comforts of your sins, oblivious to the world outside and the turmoil within. Darkness forms, everybody knows it's all downhill from here. Darkness forms, everybody knows it's all downhill from here. Summer comes and the days get long. The daylight shows you a shame. Your face is sinking with the weight of the sun, and darkness offers you grace. Winter comes back around again. This time you notice it's cold. You take your last breath on the footpaths of shame. You want to live, just grew old. Darkness forms, everybody knows it's all downhill from here. Darkness forms, everybody knows it's all downhill from here.
Thank you. Many thanks for being our guests on the show. We hope you had a great time, and we wish you luck with your tour and your forthcoming album, and maybe we see you next year on the show again.
Yeah.
Who knows? What, you know.
Thank you.
It's been lots of fun and great cups of tea. So.
Great cups of tea, yeah, cheers. Too many.
Never too many.
Alright. Ja, wir schließen die Show nun, und wir haben natürlich auch in Zukunft wieder viele Gäste. Wir kommen wieder natürlich in 2 Wochen, und wir hoffen, es hat euch gefallen, so wie es uns gefallen hat, und wir sehen uns auf Alex Berlin, und wir sehen uns natürlich auf unserem YouTube-Channel Music for Your Tipi. Da könnt ihr alle Shows gucken, die wir jemals gedreht haben, und natürlich auch Jess und Rufus sehen. Und ja, wir wünschen euch einen guten Abend. Ciao.